Imagine this, a Chinese EV that outsprints a Porsche Macan EV to 60, has an interior so premium it makes a Tesla Model Y feel like an Uber, and it's built by the same empire that owns Volvo, Lotus, and Polestar. Sounds like something cooked up in a marketing meeting, right? Wrong. It's real. It's here, and it's called the Zeekr X. But before you start Googling dealerships, there's one hidden catch that could turn this dream car into a nightmare, and you're not gonna see it coming. The Zeekr X has just landed in Europe and the UK, fresh off a winning streak in China's brutally competitive EV market. And this isn't some startup with big promises and no history. It's built by Geely, one of the world's biggest automotive powerhouses. We're talking about the same group that owns Volvo, Lotus, Polestar, and even a hefty stake in London's iconic black cab company. This is a giant with deep pockets, serious engineering muscle, and a proven track record of taking brands from niche to global. And here's the thing, they're not here to flood the streets with budget runarounds. They're coming straight for Tesla, Volkswagen, and BMW. This isn't an underdog story, this is a heavyweight entering the ring. The Zeekr X is their compact, luxury EV weapon, and if they've done their homework, it could be the shot across the bow that Europe and America didn't see coming. From the outside, the Zeekr X doesn't whisper luxury, it shouts it. The nose is clean but aggressive, dominated by a razor-sharp, full-width LED light bar that practically says, yeah, I belong in the VIP parking lot. On either side, you've got slim, blade-like headlight pods that give it this almost predator's glare on the road. From certain angles, it's got the stance and shoulder line of a Porsche Macan, muscular, planted, but the details, straight out of a motor show concept. Except this isn't locked behind a velvet rope. It's sitting in actual showrooms with an actual price tag. The frameless doors shut with a satisfying German-esque thunk. The flush, hidden handles pop out like they've been waiting for you. Swing around the back and you get another full-width light bar, paired with sculpted panels that wouldn't look out of place on a BMW iX3, but with sharper edges and more confidence. Step inside, and the Tesla crowd might want to sit down for this one. It's minimalist, yes, but not bare. Everything feels intentional. The 14.6-inch floating infotainment screen is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon chip, so every swipe, pinch, and tap is instant. No lag, no frozen maps, no just give it a second. The materials? Soft touch surfaces everywhere your hand lands, suede accents on the doors and dash, and ambient lighting that doesn't just glow, it syncs to your music, pulsing like you're in your own private lounge. The seats are sculpted for comfort, but bolstered enough to keep you planted when you decide to push it. Then there's the 13-speaker Yamaha audio system, crisp, deep, and rich enough to make most German rivals sound like tinny Bluetooth speakers. Quirk alert, there's no glove box. Instead, a cavernous center console bin swallows your essentials, your laptop, maybe even a small dock. Minimalists will say, finally. Traditionalists will probably still reach for a glove box handle that isn't there. So which side are you on? Team sleek minimalism or team give me my glove box? Drop it in the comments. On paper, the dual-motor Zeekr X isn't just quick, it's a straight-up paddock rocket. 422 horsepower, 400 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds. That's a full second quicker than a base Tesla Model Y, and yes, faster than what Porsche's own Macan EV is expected to pull off. But numbers don't tell the whole story. This isn't just point-and-shoot speed. The battery pack sits low, giving it a center of gravity that hugs the tarmac. The suspension, tuned to the sweet spot between sporty and comfortable, meaning you can dive into corners like you're late for quali, and it won't punish you for it. Range-wise, the single-motor rear-wheel drive claims a WLTP-rated 273 miles. Go for the all-wheel drive rocket version, and you'll shave off a little, but either way, DC fast charging gets you from 10 to 80% in under half an hour at up to 150 kilowatts. Enough time for a coffee. Or two, if you're in France.
This isn't one of those trust us it's safe situations. We're talking a full 5-star Euro NCAP crash rating, adaptive cruise, lane keep assist, emergency braking, and even self-parking, all standard. And here's the subtle flex. A lot of that safety wizardry comes straight from Volvo's engineering playbook or was developed in-house. This isn't tech they're buying off the shelf. So yeah, blistering speed, proper handling, big range, bulletproof safety. Sounds like the perfect EV, right? Well, there's still that one thing about owning a Zeekr X that might make you stop and think. Let's talk about the competition, because the Zeekr X didn't come here to play nice. Against the Volkswagen ID.4, the ID.4 is the EV equivalent of plain toast, safe, predictable, and guaranteed not to offend anyone. It'll get you from A to B, eventually. The Zeekr X, it's sharper, quicker, and feels like a premium car the moment you touch the door handle. Even the base Zeekr will dust an ID.4 from the lights. And inside, the VW's plasticky interior doesn't stand a chance against suede, ambient lighting, and a Yamaha sound system. Performance-wise, the AWD Zeekr X will hit 60 before the base Model Ys even cleared the intersection. Against the BMW i1, BMW's got brand prestige, sure, but here's the thing. Spec for spec, the Zeekr gives you more kit, more space, and more performance for less money. And unlike some entry-level BMWs, nothing in the Zeekr feels cost-cut. Even the door bins are lined with felt. But here's the part that might make Western automakers nervous. Geely isn't playing the cheap car from China game. They're playing the premium game. The Zeekr X is priced to undercut the Germans, out-tech the Americans, and out-style pretty much everyone. And this isn't just theory, it's already working. In Norway, Sweden, and the Netherlands, early deliveries are selling out. The reviews, glowing. In China, it's eating into BMW and Mercedes sales, not by being cheaper, but by being better value for the money. So this isn't just another EV from China. This is a declaration of war, a shot across the bow of Europe's premium brands and America's EV giants. The Zeekr X isn't coming for their customers, it's already parked in their driveway. The question is, if the product is this good, what's the catch? So, should you buy one? If you're the kind of driver who wants Porsche rivaling performance, luxury car comfort, and tech that just works without paying German badge tax, the Zeekr X is more than worthy of your shortlist. But here's the twist I promised you at the start, and it's the one thing even Zeekr can't outrun. The real gamble isn't reliability. Volvo's service network has your back. It's resale value. Right now, no one, not me, not the dealers, not even Zeekr, can tell you what a Chinese premium EV will be worth 3, 5, or 7 years from now. Will it hold like a Tesla or drop like a stone the moment you drive off the lot? So the million-dollar question is, would you take that risk for everything else this car offers? Drop your verdict in the comments, because if this is the new standard for Chinese cars in 2025, Western brands aren't just in trouble, they might already be too late.